everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I filmed a video which was requested by one of my beautiful subscribers, and it is just a very simple smoky cat eye look. This was actually inspired by Makeup by Lilith on Instagram. If you guys have Instagram, definitely go check her out. I will link her down below. But she's really famous and I guess known for doing this particular look, and it's just really pretty. So this is my interpretation of it. If you guys want to learn how to do it, then just keep watching. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to take my Anastasia Lavish palette. I'm going to use the color Orange Soda, which is right here. I'm going to just take a blending brush, dab that in there, and I'm going to put this right in my crease really sloppily. Next, I'm taking this Wet n Wild palette, and I'm going to mix these two matte shades. They're really light shades. They're right here. One is like a creamy white with a little bit of sparkle in it, and this is just a very matte baby pink color. So I'm just going to take a little bit of both of those on a short shader brush, and I'm just going to pop that right on my lid, right up to the crease, not in the crease, but right just about there. And you should have something that looks just like that. I'm going to go back with that blending brush, and I'm going to just blend the two colors together right where they meet. And I didn't pick up any more product when I picked up this brush. Alright, now moving on, I'm going to take a little angled brush just like this, and I'm going to grab my Naked Basics palette and use the color Crave. And that's this really dark brown color right here. I'm just going to take a little bit of that. And you kind of want to make a wing, basically, with this little brush. You're just going to drag the line out to as far as you're comfortable. I like my line really far out, if you guys can't tell by now. But you're just going to drag your line, and then you're going to come in about 2/3 of the way into your eye. And you should have something that looks just like this. And now with this, you just want to keep adding little by little. You don't want to off the bat just put a whole bunch of darkness in your eye, because this is involving a lot of blending and fading out. So you just want to add it little by little, so take your time with this. Your line doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to smudge it out anyway. So now I'm just going to take a pencil brush that looks just like this. And I'm not going to pick up any product, but I'm just going to smudge that line out that we just created. And you're going to bring this color just the littlest bit into your crease. So you're just going to swoop it up like that. Now here's the part where you can add a little bit more color just for darkness. I'm going to tap my brush into that Crave color again, just lightly tap the excess off, and then I'm going to add it as close to the lash line as I can. And you're just going to keep repeating this process until you get the desired darkness that you want. So next, I'm going to grab my concealer, and this is actually MAC's Full Coverage Foundation, but I use it as a concealer. But it just looks like this, and this is in the shade NW25. And I'm going to take a concealer brush, if I can find it, and I'm just going to tap it in my concealer, and I'm going to just clean up that line just to make it really, really defined. just want to blend out any excess product. So I want that line to be really sharp. So it's okay if you're not super precise when you're blending out your eyeshadow, because you're going to clean it up anyway. Now that that's done, you're going to take a liquid liner. I'm just going to use my NYC liquid liner because this is my favorite. You guys should try it out if you haven't, because this is literally like $2 and it's super black. It's just amazing. It's a brush tip, but it's really thin and flexible. Really easy to get really close to your lash line with this brush. So you just want to get super close to your lash line. You're not making this wing really dramatic because all the blending out makes it look dramatic, but this is just going to further define this look. And you just want to basically make a line where you defined it with the concealer. And you're not going to go all the way to the inner corner of your eye with the liner either. You're just going to go slightly past where you stop that brown color. So you should have something in a nutshell that basically looks kind of like this, somewhat similar. I'm going to go back with my pencil brush and I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that Crave color. And this is going to further darken up the line. But you want to make sure that your liner is dry before you do this, because you don't want to smudge out any kind of eyeliner. And you want to stay really close to that line that you just created, because this is going to help with that gradient effect from dark to light. So basically you want to have something that looks kind of like this. We just made that line and we added more of that darker brown color and slightly blended it in. You can still kind of see that cat eye going on, but it's not so harsh and dramatic. Now I'm going to go back with those two really matte colors that I popped onto my lid. Just going to touch it up just to make it a little bit brighter. And then I'm going to blend it in again, not picking up any more of that orange soda color from the Lavish palette. Now I'm taking a really flat brush and I'm going to pick up the color Cream from the Lavish palette, and it looks just like this. It's just a really matte light orange shade, and I'm going to pop that right on my brow bone. And once again, using my blending brush, not picking up any more color, we're just going to blend those two together. Now just to add a little bit more definition to my crease, I'm going to go ahead with another blending brush, and I'm going to take the color Embark by MAC, and it's just a really reddish brown color. It's like a brick red color, kind of, just a little darker. Looks like this. And I'm going to take just the littlest amount of that, and I'm going to pop that right in my crease, just focusing really on that outside V. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply my lashes and do my mascara. I'm going to use the Maybelline Big Eyes Mascara. I talked about this in my video before my last video, so you can check that out. But I'm going to use the smaller ends of the brush just to apply my mascara. And I'm just going to do one coat of this because we're going to put false eyelashes over anyway. This is just going to help blend our real lashes into the falsies. So it's kind of like prepping them in a way. And the lashes I'm going to use, I don't remember the name of them. I'm just going to use really natural looking ones. They're really wispy. I think these are the Ardell Wispies, but I'm going to double check. And I will write it down below what these are. But I'm going to use my lashes and my Duo Dark Tone Waterproof, because I've been having so many problems lately in the city with the cold air hitting my face, and I've just been crying. Not intentionally, but my eyes just keep watering and it looks like I'm like crying every time I walk outside the door. Okay, so I popped my lashes on and I kept them really natural just because of the fact that I want to keep the focus on the wing and not so much on the eyelashes. So I kept them really natural, that way you can kind of see through and see what's going on our eye. If you guys want to see an updated foundation routine, write that down below. But I'm going to go ahead and do my face and I will be right back. Okay, so now that I have went ahead and done the rest of my face, I'm going to finish off my eye. And I'm going to take a flat shader brush like this. And I'm just going to grab my LORAC Pro palette. and use the color Sable, which is a lighter brown right here. I'm going to smudge that right under my lower lash line. I'm just going to kind of connect it to the liner that we have going. I'm just going to kind of bring it up like this, and you're going to bring it halfway into your eye. Now I'm going to take my Urban Decay Zero liner, just a black. You can use any black you want. I'm going to tight line my upper waterline, and you want to make sure that your pencil is sharp when you're doing this, and you don't want to blink too much. Then I'm going to do my lower waterline, and also bringing it halfway as well. Now going back with my LORAC Pro palette, I'm going to use the color Espresso, which is a little bit of a darker brown. And I'm just going to darken up that line that we created. Now with a blending brush, I'm going to use my Lavish palette one last time, and I'm going to take the color Sienna, which is like a burnt orange kind of color right here. And I'm just going to kind of blend that line out just a little bit. And that just kind of helps with the gradient on the bottom lash line. Just like that. And last but not least, you want to add a highlight in your inner tear duct. So I'm going to use a really small detailing brush like this. And I'm going to take my L'Oreal Infallible Ice Latte, which is my favorite color for highlighting. And I would show you what it looks like, but it's all crumbled into little pieces. So I kind of have to work with it all cracked up. But I'm going to take it and I'm just going to pop that right here. I'm also going to take that shader brush for our brow bone and put a little bit over that cream color that we added earlier. And then of course just blend that out. And you're done. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys can kind of see what's going on here. So this is the finished product. I will list down below everything that I've used on my face when I went off camera, and also all the products that I used on camera for the eyeshadow. If you guys want, you can follow me now on Instagram. I will link that down below as well, so make sure you check that out. Thumbs up this video if you liked it, and also write me any comments down below if you have any suggestions for more videos you'd like to see. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.